Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
We've been trolled, Emma.
We've made it.
Are we famous?
I mean, I've been trolled.
Yeah, you've been trolled really bad. I'm just reading them now. So I read them out.
Yeah.
Not all women are in love with themselves. Cheers, Chicken Man, 2023. Great name. R.P. Brooke. Women are generally ill. Great one, mate.
Yeah.
Scotland. Predatory fishing. Loser. It's not your boyfriend's fault that you always look like shit. Wow.
No, it's
I mean,
not your
there's
fault.
another really, really long one, but I can't be asked to read that out from Matty May. He's got a shit hat as well.
That's about how I should love myself and not worried about social media. But I think I'm quite raw and natural on social media. I don't really...
I mean, I think people need to chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, chill out. I mean, it was a bit of a joke. I mean, yeah, she does expect about 20 pictures when I take a picture, but it's a bit of a joke.
Do you know what? I think a lot of them are older people, and I think they don't really understand that
It's a bit
that's just
weird.
what we do now. We get pictures and we post it on Instagram
mean,
because that's the thing now.
I like this guy, Ultimate Service or whatever. 100% they need a professional photographer as a boyfriend. I mean, to anyone who's got Nathan as a boyfriend is laughing.
Yeah.
So that's a bit funny, bit of banter. Got to agree with Emma here. Nice one, Brooke.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke. At least someone agrees with me.
Clayton, yep, I agree. Lucy does the same to me. See, a bit of banter, a bit of fun, and then you got some absolute arseholes on there. Anyway. Oh, jinx.
Yeah. Don't worry about the haters.
I think that just makes you famous.
Haters are gone.
Basically, we are influencers because we've got trolls.
We're really not.
Also, if you do want to troll, please do it. Like, I mean, views are flying. Everyone can see us now. So basically, you're just free marketing.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you, the trolls.
Anyway, fuck the trolls. Let's move on.
So, what a week it's been
Yeah,
since
it
our
has.
last podcast. I don't know if you guys remember, if you listened to the last podcast, but
I'm sorry, I just see I Am Legend 2, starring
This-
Will Smith.
Last episode?
No, I was just coming
episode.
off of it.
Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith.
Yeah, Michael B.
It's
Jordan
like
and Will
an
Smith.
alternative ending to the first one.
I Am Legend. Have you seen that film?
Yes.
Oh, you'll find it sad. Dog dies.
Yeah, I know, I've watched
great
it.
film though, innit?
It's a really good film. Anyway.
Right,
back
that
to
was
Emma.
just a primary example of what I spoke about last episode, though. Can I just say?
Yep. Okay.
I don't even know what I was saying now, you cut me off.
You was talking about
Oh, last week we was talking about how we're picking up our pup.
puppy.
And we've now had him for 6 days. How have you found it? How have you found
Do you
being
know
a
what?
dad?
I'll tell you what. I think I understand what it's like to have a kid. Do you know when like people love their kid? Yeah, like it's this love that you can't explain to people. People say you just can't explain a mother or a father's love to their kid. I actually love Max like a
he's
son.
your kid. We do treat him a bit like a child.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
we?
I just love him to bits. And like people are like, I've got the best looking kid. I mean, we have the best looking dog. I don't care. I don't care.
We'll get him out later, by the way, guys. He's actually currently
and
asleep.
just to add to it, we was a bit like, right, there's loads of wires everywhere. Nathan's going to be here. He's actually currently taking some pictures of him sleeping, so maybe he can upload some of them when this goes live.
Insert pic.
Insert pic. And yeah, we thought, how's he gonna cope? Because he's obviously a puppy, likes to bite stuff.
Bite
Mate,
everything.
we sat down and had a bit of a pre-podcast lunch
Mm-hmm.
with some chicken wings, by the way. It was very nice.
Banging.
And he took himself to his crate and he's just been sleeping there.
Yeah, so we've been crate training him, which I know is a bit controversial, but we were recommended it by a lot of people. And honestly, I think it's the best thing you can ever do for a
100%.
puppy. Like, he takes himself to his crate. Like, he's 9 weeks old and he takes himself to his crate.
To his
So
crate.
he sees that as his safe space. Whenever I'm like hoovering or I was blending up some stuff for his Kong this morning, he'll just run to his crate because that's where he feels safe
Yeah.
if there's something that he's
It's
scared
brilliant.
of.
It really is. And it gives you that, it's like you don't, like for us, especially if you're in a relationship and, you're in the bedroom, you don't want a dog sleeping there while you're
that was an
I know,
absolute
having
no-go.
a bit of whatever.
Let's talk about the first night then.
But the first night, I must say, I did think, what have we signed up to?
I mean, everyone warned us about the first night, first couple of nights, first week. They said it's going to be tough because obviously you take this dog, this poor little puppy, away from his mum and his siblings, who he's been with for 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you bring him to a completely new place. And then at night, you put him in a crate and you make him sleep on his own. Like, obviously, he is not going to like that.
No.
And the main advice that we got was to just let him cry it out, because if he cries in that crate and then you open the door to let him out, he's going to think, right, that's how I get out of here, or that's how I get them to come and give me attention. So you have to just let them cry it out.
Yeah, and I must say, the first night was non-stop, and I just thought, we can't do this. And I had 3 reasons. I thought, can't do this to the neighbours. Like, they can hear this, and it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't do this to myself and not sleep, especially when we've got businesses to run. And thirdly, I can't listen to it because it's breaking my heart. I feel so sorry for him because it's such a cry for help. But yeah, I mean, although we had an argument, Emma cried about 3 o'clock in the morning.
So he was crying, and it, like, for anyone that's had a puppy, you'll know it sounds like, it's like the worst sound ever. It's like your baby, like a baby crying, just non-stop. So he was crying. Mike was getting frustrated that the neighbours could probably hear and we might be annoying them. And he was saying, we can't just leave him, we can't. I was then getting frustrated because all I've been told is to just leave him. And then I've got Mike telling me that we can't leave him. Then I started to get really frustrated and I started crying, and we were just sat in bed, sat up at like literally all night, just listening to this dog cry.
Yeah.
But we obviously took him out throughout the night for toilet breaks because he can only hold his bladder for 2 hours. So we did have to get him out his crate sometimes just to let him go to the toilet. But other than that, we were just strong, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I think he eventually stopped crying at 4 a.m.
Yeah, first night.
And then we got 2 hours sleep, didn't we, until 6 a.m. when he got up again.
It was quite savage. I mean, that day was a long day. I mean, we got him on the Friday, so we basically both took the Saturday and Sunday off work. Obviously, we work online, so you kind of just, you can work when you want, but we decided to kind of take them 2 days just to kind of recover. But yeah, I mean, the getting up and taking him out was quite hard doing that because we're not putting him on puppy pads. We're just taking him outside, which seems to be working very well. Hasn't done a number 2 in the house yet.
No.
Fingers crossed. And only had a handful of wheeze in the house. But that's our fault probably for kind of missing that 2-hour window.
Oh yeah, it's 100. Like anytime he wheezes inside, it's just our fault. It's not his fault. He doesn't know any better.
He's been so good. And then this is so funny. The second night we were like bracing ourselves. We was like, right.
Obviously running off of 2 hours sleep. Yeah. I think you had a little nap in the day. I didn't nap at all. Running off 2 hours sleep.
We were like, right, let's do this again. So we took him out, come back in, put him in the crate. Both went to bed. He's crying. We sat there and we thought,
here we go.
Oh, here we go again. And all of a sudden, he just stopped. And I mean, we were high-fiving. And he stopped. And that was the second night. And he slept all the way through until we took him out. And then Emma took him out, come back in, cried for like another 5 minutes, and then stopped. Yeah. Took him out again, same thing, 5 minutes, stopped. And he did that on the third night as well. Yeah. And then on the fourth night and the fifth night, just doesn't cry. And then when you bring him back in from toilet, it just goes back into the crate.
Absolutely
goes to sleep. And then we wake up in the morning. I get up at 5:45, 6. He's fast asleep. He's fast asleep, yawning and stretching. And just shows how used to the crate he is now.
And how quickly he gets stuff, and how worth it was just listening to him cry that first night.
It's been a week, and he's like, I know you probably see us keep looking over there, but he's just in his crate. He's been in there for about 45 minutes now. And also, guys, the door's open. Like, we haven't shut the door on the crate, so he can come out and go in as he pleases. Obviously, we shut it at night to keep him safe, but at the moment, he's just asleep in there, and the door's open. Like, if he wanted to come out, he can come out. Producer Nathan's taken the cutest picture of him sleeping. Also, if you're not following him on Instagram, because that is 100% going on Instagram, you need to. Give him the name.
Why do I've got too many Instagram handles. Oh my gosh. So his Instagram handle is the golden cocker _Max. Follow him because he's getting tons of views on his reels. Better than me and you ever have on our coaching
you probably
reels.
you people listening, you follow like coaches and you follow people of some sort of influence or doing it for a job, and obviously you put content out there, you want those people to see it because you want people to buy into you and your business. We do it all the time. I mean, this little man does bloody a couple of them and they go bloody viral.
His first one when he got 20k views.
No, that's 18. The second one got it, but I mean that's probably because I'm in it.
Oh. I was in the first one as well.
Yeah, but I was in the second one.
Mugged. Anyway, so yeah, he's been sleeping amazing at night, and obviously I just want to say, like, every puppy is different. Like I think we've been very lucky with the way he's been, with the way he took to his crate and everything. Like, I'm not saying that it's completely easy. Like, if you're going to get a puppy, be prepared. Like, it is hard, and some puppies might do that for weeks. Like, we've had friends warning us, like, it's going to be like that for a week. Like, some people have just given up on crate training because it was too hard, whereas we have just been very lucky with the way he is. So obviously don't go into getting a puppy as it's going to be easy. It's not. But
it started, I think we thought we were lucky to start with, because when we picked him up, we did get told that he might cry the whole way home because he's been taken away and he's in a different car.
As he should.
And it was so bizarre because he just laid there, fell asleep. And we also got told that if a puppy lays on its back and shows you its stomach, it trusts you, because obviously that's
the most
vulnerable part of their body. He's just laying there on his back on Emma, just cruising all the way home. Didn't even cry. It was.
See, this is why I wanted to be the one that had him on my lap, because he still. Do you notice he still comes and gets on my lap?
Yeah, he does.
When I'm just on the floor, but I feel like that's because he was on my lap in the car for such a long time.
But he still bites you. He doesn't bite. I think I would say he finds more comfort with Emma, probably because, one, you were like the first person. Two, you're probably with him more because I'm in and out of the house. And I don't know. Three, I don't know. Maybe because you're just a woman and you have that motherly love. Whereas I think I'm more alpha because he doesn't bite me. He stops when I tell him to stop.
Yeah, but I think I give him a bit more attention as well. Like, but that's just me.
Alpha.
Like, I am like constantly just wanting to play with him and touch him and everything, whereas Mike's just quite good at just letting him have his space and his time, whereas I'm just in his face all the time, like giving him attention. Even if he's asleep on the floor, I'll lay next to him.
Yeah, I mean, we both probably do that. He's just so cute, isn't he?
Yeah.
Really, 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 really good.
So yeah, he's 9 weeks old now. So we've got, do the maths. How long till he's 12 weeks?
I'm not going to do it.
No, how long is he till he's 12 weeks?
So it's currently at 9,
Yeah.
And you want to get to 12.
Yeah.
So
3.
yeah. If you didn't know, Emma's maths is quite possibly the worst I've ever experienced.
You should see me in the gym when I'm trying to add up the weight that's on my barbell.
Mate.
Takes me so long.
Anyway,
so we've got 3 more weeks until he has his second lot of jabs.
Mm-hmm.
And then a week after that, he will be able to come on walks with us, which I think is what we're loving the puppy stage and him being so young and innocent. But I think obviously as quite active people, we're quite looking forward to getting him out for like walks and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got about 4 weeks until we can do that in total.
Mm-hmm. Which will be quite fun.
Yeah, and he's got his little raincoat for when it's raining, because it's started raining today. Found that out at 3 a.m. when I took him to the toilet. It started raining. I was like, brilliant.
Yeah, it's just how muddy they get, because they've got such a very pores.
Yeah, he's got quite long ears, so any like wet part that he goes to, his ears get so wet because they're just like dragging along the floor with him.
It's definitely the Max show, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do need to get him out at some point.
Yeah, sure.
I think maybe we should talk a bit about some subjects, and then we'll get him out and welcome anyone.
What subjects?
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah. It was Valentine's Day on Tuesday. We weren't that fussed about it this year, obviously, because we had a puppy.
Weren't, because we had a puppy, and we kind of thought, we just have a bottle of wine and some food, and we were still probably a bit tired. So we
Yeah.
thought we'll have a let's have a meal.
Valentine's Day meal in.
One of us got a card and a present and some roses. The other one forgot.
I didn't forget.
So
No, basically, do you know what?
I'm
The
joking.
day-
Mate,
no.
I don't care.
The day before Valentine's Day, so Monday, a parcel comes to the door, which I answer. I bring the parcel in. Mike isn't home at this point. So then he comes home and I'm like, oh, there's a parcel there, thinking it's for him. Turns out it was actually for me for Valentine's Day. And he just gives the box to me and he's like, oh, yeah, there you go, have Valentine's Day. I was like, cheers. And then as he came home, he also had some roses and he was like, well, you might as well have these too. And I was like, cheers. So he gave me that the day before Valentine's Day. I had his presents coming on Valentine's Day, like they were due to be delivered on Valentine's Day. And because he gave me the present and the flowers and didn't give me a card, I just assumed he didn't get me a card because you don't really like cards, you're not really a card person. So I was like, oh, he hasn't got me a card, probably don't need to get him a card. So I just had his presents on order. And then Valentine's Day morning comes and he gives me a card. And I was like, I haven't got you one yet. So I did go out later that day and get you one, didn't I? Yeah. But what did you get for Valentine's Day, Mike?
I mean, I think it was more of a prank.
It wasn't a prank.
It was a prank.
What'd you get?
You got me a pair of Crocs. Pair of Crocs.
Anyone who's been following us individually for a while, you'll see we had a bit of a Croc war. First of all, producer Nath, do you like Crocs?
Yeah, I'm Team Croc.
Team Croc.
Crocs are life.
So I got Crocs, basically. I followed the trend. I was like, they look quite comfortable. I got a pair of Crocs. Mike just absolutely mugged them off. To start with, used to put me on his story, just mugging me off. And then I got another pair. He brought me another pair. He brought me another pair for my birthday. And it's kind of been a bit of a joke with your family, isn't it? Like everyone's slowly and gradually getting Crocs. Like your brother got some, your niece has got some, your mum's got some now. So I just thought it'd be quite funny to get him some, considering we've now got a dog. We take him out a lot and they're just so easy to just slip on and off.
I mean, so are sliders though. So.
Yeah, but it's so muddy out there. I don't get how the socks don't get dirty.
I do understand it. I mean, they are quite comfy.
So I got him a pair of Crocs and he wasn't happy. He opened them and then chucked them.
Well, I didn't chuck them.
Ungrateful.
Hang on, we'll insert that video if you've still
Yeah, I've got a video of you chucking them. Insert video.
And I thought we were mates, no. He chops and changes sides though, didn't he?
Little spoilt brat.
But
throwing the Crocs away.
But then after that, we can insert the clip of him walking around in them because he actually looks quite happy. I'll send that to you.
Yeah, I mean,
he got a smile on his face?
They were they are comfy. Do you know what? I mean, I'm gonna mug one of my mates off now. I just think it's time is due. But yeah, my mate Sam, he used to mug Crocs off, and he one day he was like, "I'm thinking about it," and I was like, "Mate, just don't do it." And he sent me a picture, and he bought some Crocs with the fur on them, on the furry ones, and I was like, "Oh, what does your girlfriend think of that?" And he goes, "Oh, she don't know. I'll keep him in the van." Because he was so ashamed to take him in. So he loves to go and do like sea swims and that. And he actually said they were really good for like when he gets out to sea. But he said that he was just using them for that. But now he wears them around the house. Now he wears them when he's running out to the van or when he's popping out.
Don't be ashamed, Sam. Like Crocs are life.
I mean, Sam's watching this thinking I've been mugged. But yeah, anyone who's watching, that's Sam Singleton. He's a Croc lover now.
Name drop.
Name drops, mate.
No, they're great. I think you're going to learn to love them. It is a thing like... You start wearing them and you think, oh, I'm just going to wear them when I do this. And then you start wearing them more and more. Like I wore them out the other day when we went to a pet shop. I wear them food shopping. Like I want to wear them to the gym. I'm a bit concerned about the looks.
I see a lot of people wearing them. I mean, my brother was the same when he was anti and then he got them.
Every time I see him,
he's got them on. And now he's always got them on. So I do think that people get a bit addicted by them. But I'm not going to sit here and be... I think they look atrocious. They're the most horrific looking things ever. But they are comfortable.
They are. They're like shoes that are wellies.
They're
like a welly material.
Are they meant for the garden?
Yeah, they're
one thing I don't understand about them, if they are garden shoes, they've got holes in them.
Yeah, so I made them...
So they summer garden shoes.
We went to get a Christmas tree at Christmas,
Yeah,
and we went to pick it up, and it's like the muddiest place ever, and I stupidly wore my Crocs, and it was so much mud that the mud was like seeping through the holes in my Crocs,
Yeah.
and my socks were all dirty.
That was the time
silly.
we went to go and get it, and you mugged me off for wearing boots.
Yeah, you wore, but
I-
like Chelsea boots, like smart Chelsea boots.
Yeah, but you could
to go
just
pick
wipe,
up a
you
Christmas
could just
tree.
wipe them. Yeah, you're wearing Crocs with holes in them in muddy puddles.
We both made an error there.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we
We-
need to go on to some sort of fitness specific topics. Didn't you had quite a few questions?
Yeah.
Maybe we could just do question time today. As
These poor people have got to wait till the end of the episode to see Max. They're
yeah,
probably
well,
all dying to
hope
see
you
him.
hope you stay. Maybe it's a little ploy, it's a little hook. You've got to
Yeah.
stay to see Max.
It'll be like one of those TikTok videos. You'll get to the end of the video and it'll be like, oh, next week you could get to see it.
Yeah.
I reckon no one even heard you because you're so far away from the mic.
Yeah.
Nathan just said something, but he's standing on the other side of the room.
Right.
Right, you
So we've had a couple of questions. First one is, I've been in a deficit for a few weeks, but the scales aren't moving. What am I doing wrong?
well, it could be. Oh, I wouldn't say what are you doing wrong. So, firstly, it's worth noting that your weight is not always going to drop. Firstly, actually saying that there's a big chance that you're maybe not in a deficit if your weight hasn't dropped, but your weight doesn't always drop. You can lose body fat without your weight dropping. So you need to understand the difference between body fat and your actual body weight, because they're two completely different things. This is where people get so caught up. If you're at the start of your journey and you've been in a deficit for a couple of weeks and you haven't lost any weight, I would reassess your deficit and make sure you are in a deficit, 'cause you're probably not. Because when you start your journey, when you're in a deficit, you will lose weight straight away, most likely. But once you've been in your journey for a while, you will kind of start to see your weight will go down. It will start to plateau a bit, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not losing body fat. You can retain water for multiple reasons. You know, you might be retaining it because of the salt in your water or hormones, or just even from training. You know, your body holds on to water when you're training. So there's multiple different reasons why you will hold on to water and your weight won't go down, but your body fat does. So this is where pictures are very important. But the question, the answer to
what's your answer?
the answer to the question is you're probably not in a deficit if you've been in a deficit for 2 weeks and the scales haven't changed.
Yeah, it's
I would
kind of
say.
impossible.
Yeah, I would say it's impossible, especially at the start of your journey. Down the line, you may have a couple of weeks where you're in a deficit and the weight doesn't go down. That's absolutely normal. Be persistent, but yeah, I fucking chat shit, don't I?
Just can't help yourself, can you?
You're not in a deficit. Reassess. Drop us a message, and we'll
help you out.
run you through it and make sure you're hitting the correct numbers.
Next question is, based on last week's ep, I'm doing a photo shoot. I'm 4 weeks out and I don't feel ready.
Oh, you just answered that because I'm going to talk for too long.
Well, first of all, well done for doing a photo shoot. I'm very excited for you. Second of all, please don't panic. I feel like panicking is the worst thing to do because you're going to stress yourself out, which is going to affect your sleep. It's going to affect your nutrition. It's going to affect your training. Do not panic. You just need to trust the process. Like, I think this is with everyone. Everyone, like the question we just had there, like scales aren't moving. People just panic and think, oh, it's not working, so I'm just going to stop and give up. Obviously, you can't do that because you've got a photo shoot in 4 weeks. But just trust the process. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like, a lot can happen in 4 weeks. And for me, I found, I can't remember, was it like week 6 or something?
Can't say I
Week
remember.
5 or 6, I just suddenly like popped, didn't I? And there was
Yeah,
such
your
a
body just
big
changed.
difference between last week's picture and that week's picture. And, you know, for a while it was like gradual, small, tiny little changes. And then suddenly it was just like, whoa. So you might find that you have that moment where you suddenly just pop and you're ready. But like I said, a lot can happen in 4 weeks. So don't stress yourself out. Trust the process. Keep doing what you're doing because I'm sure you've made a lot of progress already. And yeah, just enjoy it.
I would also, I'd look back and see where you started. as
Yeah.
well. So look, but you did that. I remember we used to look
Yeah.
back and, I mean, you were pretty good. Now and then you had a couple of times where you're a bit like, oh, am I doing enough? And then we look at your picture and go, oh, actually, crap, yeah, I've changed loads. Secondly, I'd make sure you're ticking all the boxes. If you're ticking all the boxes, it's like if the boxes if they've been set out right. Back to that, it's better set out right. If you do have a coach, by the way, you should probably
Tell them
and ask them this question.
Yeah.
You may be doing it alone, but if you've got a coach, I would definitely speak to them, because being a coach ourselves is one frustrating thing is communication. When a client doesn't communicate with you, it's really frustrating. So
yeah.
yes, this person, I'm not going to say the name. If you do have a coach, then maybe speak to them about that and just make sure that everything's in the right place, because
Yeah.
they may change things. They may
Yeah.
increase your deficit, increase your cardio, increase your step count.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't panic. Tick them boxes.
Last question. Who loves Max more?
I think that's a bit of a stupid question. I think we love Max the same.
I mean,
We have different types of love.
I cried just looking at him the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we love him the same, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I do love him. Like, I mean, if someone come here and tried to take him, I would go to prison. I swear to God.
Don't try it, people.
I would do anything.
Do you know what I said the other day? Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Do you see the look I just got?
No, we
But-
got it in 4K.
So there's that side of love, and I think that's a father's love, yeah? You've got that
Yeah.
mother's love, where
Yeah.
like you will do anything for him.
Mm-hmm.
You will, anytime he bloody looks at you, you'll cry. You'll cuddle him constantly. You buy him jumpers and raincoats and stuff. Whereas, you know what I mean? I think there's a difference. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking like we've got kids, but I mean, there's a father's love and there's a mother's love, I believe.
Well, I said to Mike the other day, and he's going to cringe at this because he doesn't like talking about his feelings. But I said to him that I love Mike more because he's Max's dad. Like, when I watch them together, it makes me really happy.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. No, it's nice to see you actually have like a bond with someone else, and also leave me alone a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
I don't bug him enough for attention
Mate, I could
anymore.
actually watch the football and not feel hot because I've got a human laying on me.
No, I've got a dog laying on me. Should we give the people what they want?
Yeah, let's
Shall I
give
go
them what
get
they
him?
want. Right, Emma's gonna go and get the dog. Oh, he's just woke up as well. Oh, he's just woke up as well. What good timing. Right, this could go one or two ways, by the way. He might start trying to chew everything, or he's just going to chill.
He's chilling in his bed.
He doesn't want to get out. That's my phone.
That does bring me nicely onto my question, though.
Ugh.
Which
What's that, Nathan?
you can answer, Mike, while Emma's getting little Max. But if you had to get rid of one, Emma or Max, you had to get rid of one,
Yeah.
who would you get rid of?
Emma would have to go. Only because I think she could look after herself, and then she's capable of finding someone to love her as much as I do. Whereas Max will never find someone who, oh, you're daddy's boy. Oh, you are a daddy's boy. Literally on camera as well. Good boy. Oh, good boy. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh, you good boy.
Oh, come to mummy. Come on.
But yeah. Anyway, this is Max. Hopefully, Nathan. Hopefully, people can see you. You're on the camera.
This is Max. He's our child.
No one can hear you. You haven't got a microphone.
I told you that you're meant to give me the mic. This is Max. He's our child, and we love him so much. Say hi. Say hi.
Yeah. Hello, Max. Come on. Come on. Come and see Daddy. Oh, I've just pulled the microphone out.
He's sitting like a human. Guys, he's sitting like a human.
Nath, I've lost. Oh no, I've lost hearing.
You're hearing, yeah.
Anyway, this is going well.
It's all gone wrong here.
Say hi to the fans.
Anyway,
Not giving me the mic. Thank you. Thank you for the mic. Anyway, guys, this is Max. We're
What's
now
his full name?
parents. Come close. Come close. This is Max. We're now parents, and we're very in love with him, aren't we?
yeah, he's a good boy, aren't you? Look at you. You're sleeping your eye. So yeah, I mean, are people watching this going, "Oh, that's so cute"? Or are they watching this going, "Oh, come on, then, come on, boy, good boy. You are. Look at him. Look at that. That's one for the camera.
Aw. You're a good boy.
He's a good boy. He's such a good boy.
You're a good boy.
Anyway, if there's any men out there that are anti getting a dog, because I was, and Emma had to fight me, you won't regret it.
Best thing.
It's
Best
the,
thing you
it's the
ever
best
do.
thing.
Isn't it?
Look at that. Yeah. See, I've got to act strong now for the camera.
Yeah. Pretend like his teeth don't hurt. Right.
But yeah, I
think that's
think
it.
we will end that episode there. But yeah, it's been a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Do not miss next week's episodes because we are going to be breaking some myths, aren't we?
Yeah. Myth busting.
Myth busting in the fitness space. So a bit more of a knowledgeable session or
Mm-hmm.
episode next week. So make sure you tune in.
Make sure you follow us, subscribe, like, comment. Yeah.
You're going to get it right this time.
Oh, at a cuff
No,
underscore
don't
a couple of
Done it wrong
coaches.
every single time. At
At
underscore.
underscore couple of coaches. That's it.
Yeah, well done. And obviously follow Max as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Over and out.
peace.
Bye.